Heyo guys, dungeons are an integral part of the story and level experience in MMORPGs. And today, we will be looking at my top 10 dungeons in FF14. So get comfy and grab yourself some mulled tea, and without any further ado, let's get into it. At number 10, we have Akhmanor, one of the early on dungeons, and boy did it cause an impression on me. From the spooky atmosphere, the creepy monsters, and level design, this one will forever endure in my memory as one of the first truly unique dungeons that you face early on in your progression. So make sure to give it a once over, because it's worth it. On the 9th spot, we have the Stone Vigil, final resting place of the airship Enterprise, guarded by a large force of the Dravanian Horde. It is up to us to recover the ship and retake the tower. It's a very interesting location to our story and marks one of the very first actions of the Scions as a whole. Coming in the 8th spot, we have the Etherical Chemical Research Facility, one of our old tombstone grinding spots. This instance is known for two things. One, it does not have treasure chests following boss fights, and two, boasts a unique set of boss battles, making this one of the fastest and streamlined dungeons. In our 7th slot is Baelsar's Wall, an imperial fortress riddled with soldier and machina alike. We come here to have the final confrontation with the certain traitor to the Alliance and the Alamegan forces. You might even say that this getaway was a little bit sloppy. The 6th slot has Sorkai, the dungeon in the clouds, home of the ancient dragon and sibling to Nidhogg, Race Velgar, the White One. This dungeon is many things to many people, but for me, it stood out for its unique arena shapes that complemented its boss's mechanics, making this dungeon very memorable. It goes down in the history as one of the only 4-man content that required you to jump around the arena to defeat its final boss. Coming in on the middle of the list, in 5th place, I give you Siren Song Sea, home of sea monsters and their mistress. The dungeon stands out for its outstanding atmosphere. Nothing quite like it has ever been done. The countless shipwrecks, the coffin guardians, and the spirits of the dead make this one of the creepiest dungeons we can encounter. For the number 4 spot, we have a little bit of an oddball. Barden's Metal, located on the steps. This is your way to prove thyself to the Plains tribes. This is no ordinary dungeon crawl, as its second boss requires no steel to pass, but instead requires your metal and your dodging capabilities, making this very unique dungeon to boast a boss that requires no combat to pass. Getting in on top 3, we have the dungeon that comes in 3rd place, Kugani Castle. Now there are many things I like about this one. You got level design, you got the mobs design, and you got the lore. But what really stands out in this dungeon, at least to me, it's on its latter part. As we get to know, and see everybody's favorite merc, Yojimbo. And man, what an entrance this guy makes in FF14. For the 2nd spot, we have the Twinning. This is the dungeon with the best soundtrack to date in the game. This will make you smile, dance, and complete it at the brisk pace. The combat is great and is one of the most enjoyable dungeons to go through. And finally, for our top spot, and first on this list, may I present to you the Heroes' Gauntlet, the final battle between the Northern forces versus the Army of Light. where our alliances, forged during our time into the Shadowbringers expansion, come to bear, and we provoke the final battle between light and dark. And that's it for me, folks. Until the next video, peace out.